So this will be part three of steamrolling Zero Legends. Now, in the previous episodes, I didn't do any commentary at all. It was just a pure gameplay. But now that we're getting into the sort of more difficult parts of Zero Legends, I think it would be a lot more entertaining and interesting to kind of see the thought process behind not only the units chosen, but how we attack the certain stages. Big disclaimer, a lot of these stages I beat several months ago, so I don't really know exactly how the stage will play, whether that be a gimmick stage or whether that be kind of certain rules of the stage in terms of like you don't want to power things too early, too late, you want to focus more economically speaking, etc. We'll kind of just go in it and we might fail here and there, but I'm going to see how far I can push this set of units. I've done the entirety of the first section of Zero Legends, going all the way up to Guarded and Wilted Forts, and now we shall continue. One thing I noticed is that I never actually went over the units I'm using, so I think this would be a good opportunity to show that. Starting off with the meat shields, of course, we're looking at Catalite, Ramen, and Carpenter. The reason I chose these is because it kind of covers the entire board for the most part. Catalite, you have, of course, the immunity to warp. Ramen is just an absolute beast of a meat shield. Of course, I got him fully talented, even with a talent orb. As a free-to-play player who doesn't spend infinite amount of time on this game grinding, I don't have the best talent orbs. I don't really use them that often because, to be honest, they're kind of useless for the most part. Like, talent orbs are more just like a cherry on top. They don't really do too much, and they're such a pain to get, so it doesn't really matter either way. Carpenter Cat, though. Carpenter Cat, look, when I first got him, I didn't think much of him. I was like, oh, it's just another anti-red. But he is extremely powerful. His immunity to wave, immunity to freeze, and the fact that he covers red and floating, combined with the Ramen and Satellite, it's a pretty incredible synergy of meat shields here. And of course his speed as well, he covers the ideals of a speedy meat shield because Catalite and Ramen are actually quite slow. One thing also, my Catalite has zero talenting. I just haven't really seen the need to. A bigger thing as well is, as a mostly free-to-play player, NP is expensive, and I only really will then distribute it to units which I know I'm going to need that talented in. So I haven't really seen a need. The only thing I was thinking of getting is most likely the Barrier Breaker, because you might be looking at these set of units and thinking, how do you do barrier breaking? That's where Izanagi comes in, but we will get to that. Next, we have, of course, our general spammable backliners, which, of course, Ultra Kasajizo, arguably one of the best Ubers in the game for spamming. He's just incredible. Like, his power is so unchecked, and honestly, going off of my last video, is something I probably should have brought up, is that he has fundamentally broken the game as well. But by the time he came out, the game has already been broken by so many units. It was just like it was like hitting a car which is already on fire. Of course, I got him fully talented because his talent, if you're going to ultra form him and not get the talents, I don't really see why you would ever invest all those Dark Cat's eyes. Korea, do I have to explain why I have Korea? He's just a great unit in general. He's very speedy as well, so him and Carpenter really work well together. I have Immortal Kaiji. Now, the reason I have Immortal Kaiji is because he's actually an insanely underrated Uber, and he has a really fast cooldown. He's like my generalist backliner here, other than, of course, Izanagi. He's so great. If you just need some quick, easy damage and someone who has a bit of bulk to him, kind of like a bruiser, he's your man. He really is great. If anything, his resistance to floating and black is more just a bonus. His main bulk of power comes from his strength and up. His wave is a nice little cherry on top as well, but he isn't really overly reliable. Then we, of course, have Edgemaster Style. Now, he is amazing. He's honestly one of my favorite Ubers in the game. The reason being is because he's so diversified. Although only targeting three traits, the fact that he can crit and shield break and zombie kill concurrently is awesome. Honestly, he kind of like whenever I need a critter, he's the first Uber I think about. He is so he can really solo a lot of Aku stages as well. And I was initially, when making this lineup, I was thinking of bringing Anubis, but nah, Edgemaster style, because he actually can crit, unlike Anubis, of course. Then we have Supernova Cosmo. Do I have to explain why? Literally, probably top five Ubers in the game. Absolutely phenomenal. His range is impeccable. His role is something by which very few units, if any at all, can really match. I do not have him fully talented. I've kind of got the main ones, which of course being its attack up and curse immunity. I do have Colossus Slayer. I'm not too sure why I got that, to be honest, because it isn't overly useful. I kind of wish I had the NP back, but Colossus Slayer's on there. What are you going to do about it? Then we have Izanagi. Izanagi, literally my favorite unit in the entire game. He is unreal. I got this guy as a mostly free-to-play player, which was insane. I just got him from a random rare ticket quite a while ago now. We're nearing probably 2 years when he was the latest legend rare who came out. Absolutely insane. There is not really any stages by which he's completely useless. Even if it's a stage full of just traitless, his Conjure is very powerful. He was one of the first units in the game to have Conjure. And he does so much damage. Get this. With maxed fruit from treasures and his insane damage, he can destroy the Ultra Barbar barrier with one hit, which is absolutely insane. Very few units can do that. We're talking like Aphrodite and maybe a couple other anti-alien units as well. Maybe Lasphos if he can get off certain types of hits. But very few units can do that. He's utterly insane. And thus far, I haven't had to use a single barrier breaker unit because of this man. Then we have, of course, Dark Phono. Dark Phono, just like he synergizes extremely well with Ultra Cosmo. Great unit. Don't ask why I've gotten level 60. I got level 60 for a kind of like a niche video I made back a couple months ago. I didn't need to get him. He'd probably work just as fine as level 50, but I had a lot of Dark Cat's Eyes, and at the time I didn't have any Ultra forms which I needed, so I kind of just dumped it into him. Great unit. But yeah, this is the lineup. Now, it is the case that my gold pass run out, so I'm going to be playing without speed up, but which is actually fine, because if anything I need extra reaction time anyway. So let's dive in. So the first chapter we're going to be doing today is Stratospheric Pathway. So now, like I said at the start, I haven't actually played a lot of these stages in a while, so we're kind of just going to go in. The only thing, I'm not going to go in fully blind, of course, because I can see what is in the stage, but let's get to it. Now, I'm not going to be using a Rich Cat. If I do use a Rich Cat, it is only to test if it's actually possible with this set of units, because of course some stages it might be completely impossible, irrespective of economic situations. It is the case that in this deck I don't have any combos, which of course can make the economics at the start of a level actually quite troublesome. But that's where Ultra Casagizo kind of comes in. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, you usually want to get to a level 3 worker. That's kind of like standard practice. They usually give you, I found that a lot of these stages usually give you enough time to get to level 3. It's very rare they don't, usually often a gimmick stage. So of course with aliens, Sage. So right off the bat, Carpenter, because he has the Sage Slayer, gets a little bit extra damage. Just send out one Courier, it should be fine. Now, I want to send out Immortal Kaiji. The reason being is that he's got resistant to weaken. Okay. Of course, Adoba coming out, but Kaiji's immune to wave anyway. And the great thing about Kaiji is that you might be thinking, there's no black or floating in this stage thus far. Well, I guess actually the alien's floating. But so like, why use Kaiji then? If anything, sometimes it can actually work against Kaiji to be resistant, because sometimes you need to get into that strengthened state as quick as possible so you can start dishing out 1.5 times damage. So sometimes it's actually good for him to get damaged, get down to his strengthen, so he can start dishing out damage. Just kind of like, I think his name is Ganishi. I can't really remember his name. Kind of just grinding them down at this point. I wasn't expecting too much of a challenge from this stage. I mean, it's the first level in a sub-chapter. So now we're going to get out Izanagi so he can snipe the back line. Boom. Okay, well that's pretty much stage complete. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Okay, so that's first. So permission to land, literally no issues. Just kind of a standard stage, nothing too crazy about it. We're now moving on to what appears to be a great Aku stage. There's Henry, so right off the bat I'm thinking anti-freeze. Immortal Kaiji and Izanagi both have immunity to freeze. Carpenter also has immunity to freeze, which I'm thinking right off the bat. There is also Edgemaster Stao, if I remember correctly, has immunity to freeze. There's also a lot of shields by the looks of it, so he should work really well. Okay, right off the bat. Yeah, there's Henry, of course. We knew he was coming. So we have a lot of Aku here. I'm going to send out a Ramen initially, because he's got probably the bulkiest of generalist health compared to Catalite or Carpenter. They are hitting on my base, but we've got enough health to tank that. So now I'm just going to let them go out because I need some money. They should be able to, knock back that Aku Poodle. Perfect. There's the Surge Resist coming in there. Okay, so now, here's the game plan. We want to get out Edgemaster Stao, and at the same time, Izanagi. Boom. Already the shield is down for the Aku Elephant, which is phenomenal. Exactly what we wanted. Boom. Already dead. Like, this is Izanagi in a nutshell. Already dead. You can say that about so many stages using this unit. It's absolutely insane. Can Juice was 100% correct when he did his analysis on the top Ubers. He is definitely top 5. Izanagi, he almost has a role which no other unit truly compares. His ability to snipe backliners is unhinged. Because even, I'm forgetting his name, but he's the guy who has the flaming bat, and he's in the top 3. Forgetting his name. I don't actually have him, but he's definitely highly redeemed in the community. So even he can only hit the front, but Izanagi can actually snipe the back, which is insane. Boom. Steps great and small. Just like that. Now we're moving on to Burger Garden. I didn't even check what enemies were in the stage. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm looking at barriers, at Alien, so Catalite's going to be good here. Right, so the first thing is just lure him in. Okay, Catalite. I want to get Izanagi out because if push comes to shove, we can conjure our way out of this situation, and which we will. Boom. That was a very well spent conjure. Okay, so now we're going to get Carpenter. The reason we want Carpenter is for his speed. We're now going to use Cosmo. He's got such a great range, and there's no wave, so he should be fine. We're going to freeze to stop that front line pushing too far. Boom. Now we're going to get out Dark Phono. It's literally as simple as you'll find you shouldn't really play the game like this if you care about what's called fun, because you'll find that a lot of these stages are kind of just the same thing. It's just put out either Izanagi or Kaiji, get your backliners up, get a Ultra Kazujizo stack, and you're kind of good to go. So here we are. So let's watch this. Boom. The shield is gone. Just like Ultra Barbar, those birds have I want to say it's 266,000. I have to double check that. But they have a ridiculous barrier. But Izanagi does that much damage with his insane damage. But one of his strikes is enough to break it open. As soon as it's broken, he's worm food. And just like that. Burger Garden. Now we're looking at small inlet, large field. So right off the bat, the first thing I see is the Camel. The Camel is of course traitless. He's got significant range, but of course we have Cosmo and Dark Phonoa. Looking at Rain D and an Anteater. So we'll just have to see how the stage starts, but as soon as we get those units out, we should be fine. So nothing's came out thus far. Here we are. So lure them in. Traitless as well. So just so we don't have to deal with the LD potentially missing, I am going to put out Kazujizo instead of Korea. They're already on the base, so I might as well stop meat shielding. There's no point really doing it now. Just let them boom. Now, because of this range, I am going to use Dark Phonoa. That way he can outrange them. Oh, my bad. Oh, I completely forgot. He outranges the Anteater, but not the Camel. So what we're going to do now is let them do their thing. Unfortunately, our Dark Phonoa will most likely die very soon. We're now going to use Cosmo, because Cosmo has, I'm pretty sure, ever so slightly more range. So he should be able to do a nice hit. Oh. And just like that, dead. And our Dark Phonoa didn't even die. Would you look at that? So, unless another Camel spawns, it should be just a cakewalk now. Our Izanagi will snipe that back alien Anteater. Oh no, Cosmo did instead. So yeah, at this point, if Cosmo locks onto the base, it's kind of game over. It's very unlikely they're going to be able to push out of this. Oh, and he has. Boom, look at that. Because those waves are insane. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure those waves do like 140,000 damage or something, which is utterly absurd. So now, just like that, cakewalk. Now we have Bubbly Drink. So of course, right off the bat, the biggest threat here is going to be the mini white Cyclone, because the Angel one isn't that bad, especially with Ramen and the Kazujizo. But of course, the white floating actually has a bit of bulk to him. So let's see how this goes. Nothing thus far. Oh, here we are. See what I mean? I think Ponos deliberately did that. I'm pretty sure every stage, barring gimmick stages, give you enough time to get a level 3 wallets. So right after that, okay, I'm going to stop spamming. because I don't really need more than, I think that's 4 Jizos, I want to say. So let them do their thing. It's okay. We're gonna let them base hit. It's probably gonna be a shockwave. Oh, no shockwave. So right off the bat, we saw a zombie. I'm gonna do Edgemaster style. Okay, so we've got another one there. So freeze that. Perfect. Let them zombie kill him. Okay, so now, boom, we want to get instantly Cosmo on the field. Cosmo should be able to hopefully... I think he's going to get warped here. Yeah, he is. That's very sad. That is... Okay. Okay. So, I think the plan here... I think we're going to die. That is the plan. Oh gosh, like I said, I haven't played these stages in a while. I don't really know the layout. The biggest thing here was I shouldn't have done Cosmo. I always forget how fast he is. Okay, so I think we can also get away with just having 2 Jizos. That way we can actually rack up more money. Because that's instantaneously, that's 1,500 saved, which we can then reinvest. Because at the end of the day, the ramen is so strong that he can just keep tanking and tanking. Okay. We're getting pushed back, but that's fine. I have no worries there. Now we're going to do Edgemaster style. Freeze. Boom. Okay. That's fine. We can just Izanagi. Excuse me? I think he's, because he's got LD, doesn't he? I think that's like slightly, ever so slightly in his blind spot. Ooh, already a knockback. So he's going to get warped. Okay, so he's dead, which is perfect. Now he's dead as well. I think, honestly, the best course of action here is to stop. Let them do their thing. Oh, okay. Let that zombie burrow. We'll wait for him to come up. As soon as he comes up, we're going with the big guns. Let them do their thing. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. So we're going to do Immortal Kaiji and Darkfang. We're going to freeze that. Oh, we missed. Ah, oh, only just as well. That is so sad. All right, all right, all right. That warp is killing us. Oh gosh. I've done Cosmo just for the sake of it at this point. I'm not even gonna lie, there's not too much strategy there. What we need is a beautiful Cosmo hit, and we got it. Okay, that should be game. That Cosmo hit was absolutely gorgeous. The base is getting dwindled down, so even though there's that Cyclone, yeah, dead, perfect. And just like that, another stage done. So obviously we had that little hiccup. I actually thought we were going to lose at one point, but we managed to pull our own because the Cyclone died and gave us enough money to kind of reevaluate the situation. But yeah, let's keep moving. So now already on the end, it's crazy how quick you can kind of speedrun through this, linking back to my obviously previous video. So just a load of angels and of course a sage. This guy can slow. Okay, that's fine. Our Catalyte is immune to slow, and gosh, I think that's it, you know. I can't think of another unit in my thing that has immunity to slow, but that's fine. I'm just going to use myself for leadership. So Prairie Harbor. So right off the bat, just like always, get to level 3. Unless, of course, anything comes out of that base, then we can see what it is. Alright. So, we have, of course, a Surge enemy, which comes in that Angel Doba. But the Surge Resist from Jizo is going to absolutely make work out of that. So just let them do their thing. It looks like it's going to be on base hit, if I'm correct. The Angel Otter is actually a really cool enemy. His surge reflex can actually really be painful sometimes, especially because Dark Fonoa causes surges. And I have had it in some stages where my Dark Phono causes a surge reflection, which actually kills a lot of my units. It can cause a lot of issues. Okay, so it's not on base hit, it's just on a timer. That's fine. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do Dark Fonoa. So slow all of that. Freeze. Boom. I should have waited on the freeze. I should have waited for him to move up. That's fine. I think the Gs are irrespective of timings, irrespective of my kind of mindset. The Gzos are just so powerful. I think they're going to just put an end to this stage. Because think, every time they hit, I think they do like 4 times damage. I'm not too sure on the specificity with the treasures on that, how much they do towards an angel enemy. But they have massive damage, so it's definitely around like 4 times higher. Yeah, the Doba's dead, so I can't imagine there's too much more difficulty in this stage. Well, that was that. See this. the sub chapters, like with this deck, I haven't had a single stage beat me thus far. It has been the case, I must admit, that there was a metal stage with a turkey, which I genuinely thought was going to put an end to me. But Carpenter's Wave Immune actually allowed me to get out Edgemaster Style to crit on the metal head that came out. I actually managed to clutch the stage, which was phenomenal. But that is another sub-chapter gone. Done Stratospheric Pathway. We're now going to move on to Konjac Valley. Let me just check these stages, of course. So we have Meandering Road, 1 Second Photo, Metallic Metaverse, Pineapple Merchant, Ground Scraper, and Phantom Bluebird. So right off the bat, I'm looking at these stages. This one is going to be an Edgemaster style takeover by the looks of it. Oh, and we do have a Sir Metal Seal, which is always a joy to see, as we know, in the Battlecast community. All right, let's get this going. So right off the bat, I'm thinking Edgemaster style. We need to make sure we get those crits going. Okay. So get up to level 3. Yeah, right off the bat. So what Ponos do, they usually throw out a metal enemy very early on to give warning to the player that you're going to need a critter. So there we are. We're going to just, even though Edgemaster Style is strong against metal, this is a Sir Metal Seal. They usually have a lot of health and a lot of damage. So I'm just going to put out some light meat shielding just in case that takes off a couple hits from Edgemaster Style. It's unlikely given how quick he's moving up. I'm going to throw out 1 Gzo just for that Angel Doba. We've got another crit there, and another crit, and another crit. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to do out Izanagi, because even if a meat shield is to block the front line, if Izanagi can get through, of course, with this slowing, he can hopefully snipe it. I say hopefully, this slow looks like a problem. But even then, these Ramens are putting in work, honestly. No matter what, the Sir Metal Seal will push us back, which is actually going to play in our favour here, because Izanagi can use him as a stepping stone, which would be great. I still have my Conjure up, so of course, if any messy business begins, we can snipe him. We're going to do Cosmo, just for the sake of it. I wonder if he can outrange. I think he can. So, oh, all the angels are dead anyway. Would you look at that? So now it's just going to be Edgemaster Style cleaning up. The rest of the units are just there for display at this point because it's just metal. And yeah, that seems to be Meandering Road already taken care of. Master Style, are you gonna crit, boy? You gonna crit? No? Oh, that was one, I think. Come on, we literally have two on the screen, like... Oh gosh. That is pure RNG, which is why so many people hate metal enemies. Alright, perfect. There we are, Meandering Road done. Now we move on to 1 second photo. Right off the bat, I'm looking at that black Sage Dopa, and Immortal Kaiji has resistance to weaken, so he's probably going to be absolutely slapping this stage. Actually, this stage might have been in my video about Immortal Kaiji, so I might have already beat it just with him. So maybe this will be a cakewalk. Carpenter, his speed is playing against me. Ah, there we are, beautiful. Okay, let that Jizo unfortunately perish. Donk. Oh, he got that extra hit. Okay. Kaiji's also resistant to floating, so those brawlers would be absolutely swiped. To get them off, because that brawler is going to hurt. Thank you. So I think just honestly, Ramen and Carpenter, we don't really need Catalite for this stage. Ultra Kasajizo, even if he gets weakened, if he can just get in like a couple hits, because he already does so much damage towards blacks, even if they're weakened, I'm pretty sure it should still be a reasonable set of damage. When I get out Izanagi, once again, his damage is insane. Even if he gets off just one hit without being weakened, it's going to be insane. Perfect. Yeah, this is light work. Kaiji hasn't even got down to his strength state. That's how much he's just absolutely tanking this. Perfect, yeah. Oh, that would have been a really good stage. It's a shame I missed that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so let's go. Cosmo out. Would you look at that? Absolutely annihilated. Honestly, I tell you, it's crazy how far I'm getting with this. I'm really curious to see if I can beat Newton with this, because Newton is very much a stage by which you need to bring the right units. I have Carpenter, which gives me hope that it actually will be possible. Okay, 1 second photo. Ooh, so this stage is actually looking a little bit menacing, but I feel like... Oh, one thing actually. It is the case that I believe the cat cannon can be changed and doesn't really matter. So we will go in with this. We're going to go with the Holy Blast. The Holy Blast will make this stage tremendously easier. And it doesn't really break the rule because the units are the same. So right off the base, we have a One Horn. He's very slow, so we'll just let him do his thing. And a Coffin is coming our way. So let them do their thing. I'm going to do a Ramen, and then there's Master Style. Okay, we have... I hate the zombie Cappies, so we're going to have to get some meat shields out there. One Horn is dead already. Well, Holy Blast. I'm gonna get out Immortal Kaiji. I'll tell you why. Because he's just nice damage. He's a nice general. He doesn't matter what the trait is. If he doesn't even have a trait, he just does good damage. And we do have a Zangru, but I'm not too worried. Because I think the front line is so powerful by which they'll just be able to kind of push up independently. We're going to get out Izanagi to, I think, one hit that Zangru. Just like that. Edgemaster Star is still alive, which is insane. We're now going to do a Dark Phono. Perfect. And just like that, I think that stage is over. I was surprised. I thought the Zappy was going to give us more of a challenge. He must not be on too high of a magnification. Either that or just, once again, these units are just ridiculously strong. And this set of units can only get stronger. If I am to fully talent my Cosmo as well as my Catalyte, it will only get stronger, which is insane. Perfect. Okay, so now we're moving on to Pineapple Merchant. What is this stage looking like? Relics and Akus. Honestly, I haven't been scared by an Aku or Relic stage since like mid Uncanny Legends. Like they're really, ever since when you got Master Ural, they're really not threatening anymore. Perfect. Cool. Alright, let them kind of push up, do their thing. We're just gonna, I think Immortal Kaiji would be good here for the wave immune as well as decent damage. Because irrespective of whether he gets cursed or not, his damage remains consistent, which is really, really good against these kind of relic enemies. Of course, he loses his resistance, but there's no blacks or floating on the screen anyway, so it makes no difference to me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Mortal Kaiji, as well as Edgemaster Style. We forgot to change the cannon, but it doesn't matter because the cannon is just kind of acting as supplementary at this point. I don't think the cannon is going to make us win or lose. Perfect. So there's a Relic Bun Bun, so I should probably stop spamming right now and wait for enough. I'd say Izanagi. The reason being is because Izanagi does so much damage to where he can kill some of the supporting units, which then will grant us enough money to get the other units, of course. So we're gonna get that Sage going. Oh, that if we had a freeze cannon, that would have been so good. Okay. We have our beautiful Dark Phono now, so I'm feeling nowhere near as concerned. It is the case, oh gosh. It is the case, however, that we don't have really good meat shields for this, given that there is no anti-Aku meat shield here. I definitely think this is possible, but I need to probably save more money before hitting the base. The only way I can kind of get out of this right now is if something dies and grants us enough money for something to do some decent damage. Oh! And of course, oh wow, maybe the cannon is the make it or break it, because maybe a freeze cannon would have actually No! Oh, that is painful. 29% though. That's pretty good with the wrong cat cannon as well as poor placement. So, boom. Instantly freeze cannon. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm not going to do Edgemaster Style this time because of the cursing, he's kind of useless here. So, we're going to just do what we did last time, Immortal Kaiji out here. We actually have our beautiful freeze cannon this time. So, oh, that was a beautiful wave. Gorgeous wave even. Okay. Izanagi is out. Now we want to get Dark Fanoa out, and I think we should be good to go. Okay, we're not going to be able to get them out, but that's fine. We have our Conjure ready, so those Aku gorillas, I think, should be able to be taken care of. I'm going to do it right now because he's about to hit that. Boom, I have my Dark Fanoa out. We're going to freeze again. Now, at this point, irrespective of the fact that he's making progress on our units, I think the sheer amount of damage on the field will be enough to suppress him. Perfect. Okay. Alright. I think try and get a Mortal Kaiji back would be our best bet right now. Perfect. Just like that. See, sometimes it's for new players, it can seem counterintuitive, but sometimes you've got to just stop deploying units consciously so that you can actually get enough money to get back your obviously more needed Ubers. To let the, to put it more poetically, let the old die, let the new in. So, I think he's low health. He must be. He's been knocked back many a time. That was a beautiful wave. This is looking bad. We're going to have to rely here on some good old Ultra Casagizo spam. Okay, we've lost. As soon as I saw that Sorel, I was like, yeah. Okay, we finally have met us 2%. See what I'm saying? Here's a key tip. If you're getting a boss health down to this low of HP, kind of around 5%, your units could probably work. It's kind of just RNG intertwined with just random potentialities which could come at play. You most likely can beat it. That's all I have to say. So we're going to do one more time, and we should be able to get this sorted. The plan this time is pure conservation. We're going to allow them to kind of do their thing for a longer period of time before we kind of send out our kind of true pushing force. I'm going to freeze that. Okay, I'm going to stop. Alright, I'm going to stop deploying. Just going to keep saving up. Keep saving up. Keep saving. See Immortal Kaiji's timer? It's a very fast timer. I'm actually going to purchase there. Now here's the plan. We're going to guide them towards us. This may work horribly. For some reason it feels like it's going to work. We're then going to do that. Freeze. Conjure, boom. We're then going to get our Ultra Cosmo. Okay, perfect. So what luring them did is it allowed me to stack up more money. This also granted us the ability to have all of them put on the field at the same time. We're going to see if this works, because I'm not liking the look of those gorillas right now. Okay. I don't think this worked either. Oh, that knockback was very, very good. If this wave kills the Sorel, we're back in it. It killed it. Okay. And Dark Phono is still alive, surprisingly. This might be... Oh! Look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, luring him to the base, what it allowed us to do in that opportunity is that all of our Ubers were placed out at the same time. The reason why this is beneficial is that some Ubers, if they take damage, they can take more damage, of course, independently. By themselves, they're less likely to hold off the Horde. So by the time, let's say, Dark Phono or Cosmo eventually get placed and reach the front line, my Izanagi would have probably been close to death. So allowing them to come towards us and place them all simultaneously, even though it's the same quantitative state of units, it allowed us to actually be successful there. Also, that amazing knockback at that point was actually phenomenal. And Cosmo's timing with the wave allowed us to kill that Sorel, because Sorel has immense pushing power. So that was great. Now we're on to Ground Scraper. Okay, let me just check if it's still, yeah, all still working. So now we're on to Ground Scraper. Now I see this looks kind of like a gimmick stage. And that's actually, this might run us for our money, because the problem we're going to have here is that Edgemaster Stull is our only critter unit. He's also not curse immune. So if he gets hit at any point by Mr. Puffington, he's going to lose his strong. But then again, this is a cyclone. Cyclones rip things to shred, irrespective of whether you've got resistance, insane resist, or strong. They do so much DPS that it might not matter anyway. So we're going to have to rely on probably Dark Phono to kind of slow them. Okay, so he spawns instantly. He's extremely slow, so we're going to just kind of save up. There's obviously going to be a pufferfish coming soon. There he is. Okay. I'm going to place Izanagi so we can kill that Puffington. Boom, Edgemaster Stull, please slow, there we are. Freeze. Alright, I'm not going to meat shield, there's no point, the meat shields will just die. I'm going to just save. I've still got that Conjure. If it hits the fan, I've still got the Conjure. I want to get Dark Phonoa out for extra slowing, just in case it doesn't proc. Okay, this is what I'm worried. If he curses Edgemaster Stull here, he's not going to be able to slow. Ooh! That was that. Oh my god, he still hasn't hit once. Oh no, he hit. Okay, it's fine. Tell you why it's fine, we had Dark Phonoa. Oh, freeze. Oh, we had another crit. That freeze as well was delicious. Okay. Okay, the camera cut, but we're back, don't you worry. So, we're looking really good here. We're looking really good, actually. No. One of those needs to die, like now. Okay, Edgemaster Stull is dead, so we're pretty much doing 0 damage now to the Metal Cyclone. But we have another one, so... Okay. All we need to do is just protect. He's cursed, but doesn't mean he can't crit. He just can't slow. But we have Dark Phonoa, so slowing is still on the battlefield, and he's dead. Just like that. Perfect stuff. Okay, so this is another easy win. Let me just do the Conjure, get some extra damage in there. Boom. Okay, we're looking at the final stage. This is going to be a steamroll. As soon as I saw the black Doba, I can't imagine this being too difficult. Plus, once again, I'm pretty certain this is the stage I beat with just I want to say just Immortal Kaiji. So with all the other units combined, there should be a steamroll. I love this background. Only a few stages have it, but every time I see it, mwah, chef's kiss. Okay. Nothing has came out. We're just gonna sit and wait. There's no point going level 4. You're probably more safe just to wait. Okay. Here we are. Perfect. So Immortal Kaiji right off the bat. We're gonna get some Ramens out there. These Ramens just have sheer bulk. Ultra Kasajizo will just tear through that Raging Gory. Perfect, perfect. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm not intimidated at all by this guy. This is just going to be an easy win. Even with the Taki at the back, Mortal Kaiji will take only probably half of the damage from him. So, look at that, absolutely just tearing through. It's kind of mindless gameplay at this point. Cool, just like that. And now we win. Well, it's better time than any. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. We are seeing, for the first time, actual growth on this channel, which is insane. We reached 10 subs the other day, which was an honor to see. Honestly, it's great to be able to play the game that you love and see that people are actually watching it and enjoying it. I do plan to continue this series. We're aiming to do probably 2 sub chapters a video. But yeah, I really appreciate you watching. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day.